Thank you very much. It would be nice to have some fresh news around here.
You hand the paper to Zane, and he reads the headlines.
Alligators in the sewers? It's like they are everywhere. History? My great-grandmother told me some stories he found in the Chamber of the Chosen. He said our race was once happy and lived without care. All that changed when the Crocs arrived. They were migrating due to hardships and plagues they had in their old lands. We began by helping them out. But we were too generous as a race. We helped them out until one day we discovered that we were their servants. Well, slaves. Sadly, we have become victims of our own kind-hearted nature. Oh well, maybe it was meant to be this way. I hope not. Greetings, student of wizardry. I must say that I am always delighted to see people from the other worlds, though some cause me distress. For example, Major Talbot keeps staring at me as if I were an amusement. Manders may look strange to some, but we have our pride. He's intimidating me with his stare, and I'm afraid to confront him. Could you talk to him for me? Manders are quite shy by nature, you know.
What? It's concluded that I thought he looked odd. Well, I must say that Manders are very different than anything we have in Marylebone. Actually, I was puzzled as to why he is purple. All the others I've seen are either blue or orange. Have you noticed that? I feel my ignorance embarrasses me. Would you be so good as to talk to Zane? Ask why the Manders are the colors they are.
Amazing. You learned all that from talking with Hitch? I never knew that about the history of our race. No wonder the Crocs didn't record that knowledge. You've saved me time and effort. The Major wanted to know why Manders are the colors they are? Actually, I'm surprised that no one from Marylebone has asked before. Originally, Manders were green, but some of our forefathers served the different orders. The pyramid is of the fire order. Manders who served it changed to orange. The Crocus Sphinx is of the order of ice. Those Manders who are blue in nature are descendants of those whose ancestors served ice. The tomb is of the storm order. Manders such as Hedge al-Dim, purple in nature, are descendants of those who served storm. I guess the elements became a part of our four Manders long ago, and that is why we are four different colors. How about asking Salab ibn Dur what he knows about the history of the Mander race? He is usually within the pyramid.
The manders are different colors because their four manders serve the three orders of fire, ice, and storm. Gadzooks! It makes a sort of sense now. I guess my curiosity got the better of me. As an officer and a gentleman, please apologize to Hetch for me. I didn't mean to be inconsiderate.
Oh, Major Talbot didn't know why manders are different? I thought everyone knew why. No wonder why he was so curious. I feel better now. Say, could you do me a favor? I was supposed to fill up a canteen for the professor. The well water by the shop tastes the best if you could fill it for me. The professor is just inside the pyramid. I'm sure he will be grateful for your service.
We fill up the canteen from the well.
Why, thank you for bringing the canteen. The air is so dry here, it can bring on a thirst that can make you dizzy. Gadzooks, that's the best water I've ever tasted. Can you take this canteen to Dr. Fleming at the dig site? He thinks all the water here on Croc is salty.
Try the water? All the water on Quackatopia tastes salty due to all the sand. I sometimes wish I had stayed back in Marleybone. Great Majesty of the Queen! That water is delicious. Thank you. I will always endeavor to fill my canteen at the well from now on. You know, I found an old Manda scroll. Could you give it to Hetch in appreciation for bringing this incredible water to my attention? Thanks again, young wizard.
Dr. Fleming found an ancient Mander scroll? Now I wish I had listened to my great-great-grandmander when he tried to teach me how to read the old language. I would really like to know what is on this ancient Mander scroll. Would you do me a favor and ask Professor Winthrop what it says? Please?
You would like me to translate an ancient Mander scroll? Well, I'm not versed in ancient Mander, but I know Danforth is. See him at the excavation site.
You say you need some ancient Mander translated? I'll do my best. It says that there is a beguiler who has been charming the Manders. The Manders have been enslaved due to this mage's spells. They say there is a chamber nearby that houses the souls of the ancient charmed Manders. Probably just a myth. I'd investigate, but I'm far too busy. Can you search outside the excavation? Look for a door with 2 obelisks beside it. Tell me if you find it.
You want to know about the history of the Mander race? I'm sure you know we have been slaves of Crocs for ages. Curse their proud snouts. We were too weak-minded and the Crocs took advantage of us. But then, when the Crocs were cast into the sleep, we thought we would be free again. Ha! But are we free? Now the Marlebonians have come here, and we are servants again. And they are stealing our history right out from under our very feet. We need to be free from the curse of the Crocs and all these meddlesome Marlebonians. If only we could break this curse that we live under.
You locate the Chamber of the Charmed.
Found the chamber already? You would make a great archaeologist. That's an important find for the Manders. You may want to tell Hetch right away.
You found the Chamber of the Charmed? I thought that was just a myth. I'm glad you got that scroll translated. I heard that the souls of the charmed Manders are being held there. It may be a myth, but can you please look into it?
Please, save us from our eternal enslavement. Even in the afterlife, we are still bound to serve our master. Save us from the Soul Keeper.
Fool! You think you can just come in here and take my manders? They are mine for all eternity.
Please, save us from our eternal enslavement. Even in the afterlife, we are still bound to serve our master. Save us from the Soul Keeper. you for freeing us, young wizard. All of us within this chamber can now go to a peaceful afterlife.
You freed the souls of the charmed Manders from the Soul Keeper. I never could have hoped for such a thing of those trapped in eternal slavery. A million blessings upon you and your skills, Master Wizard.
Ah, good. I need your newly acquired power for a task. Hello, young wizard. Since you're here, I'm guessing you're ready for your next death spell. You think you are ready? Let's find out. I heard that Professor Winthrop from Marleybone found some death artifacts in a pyramid in Krakatopia. Do me a favor and go check to see what he's learned. Maybe he knows of some new death spells.
Ah, the Cyclops monocle for Marla's report. It's too bad some of the information in her report was incorrect. She mentioned grub, which is a myth. I, of all people, know it's a myth. She gets a C. This conversation is over.
What? He gave me a C? He thinks it's a myth? I'm pretty sure he's wrong. We must prove Professor Drake wrong. I hear it is dangerous, so you may want to bring some friends along. Meet me inside and we'll get the proof we need.
You must enter the sunken city to find me. Beware, it is a dungeon, much different than the real world. There are some rules you should know. Only 4 wizards at a time can be in a dungeon. These areas are full of danger, so choose your friends wisely. If you dare to enter, you can go home to get more mana and health. But if everyone leaves the level by logging out or using the exit, the level will reset immediately and all your progress will be lost. You can replay this area time and time again, gaining additional unique loot. Now, enter if you dare.
Ah, you must be one of Dworgen's students. I guess he heard that we found some deaf artifacts. It is amazing that nothing goes on here without him learning about it. I guess that is one advantage to being a wizard. Yes, the deaf artifacts. I have studied them closely and have made some notes. Can you take these notes to the libraries of Krokotopia and Wizard City, then take the last notes back to Dworgen in Nightside? He will be most interested.
You learned all that by talking with Salam? Quite the hothead he is. I hope he does not stir up too much trouble. The Manders are a docile race, you know. Professor Winthrop sent you? He needs his information distributed? I'll get right on it. Thank you very much. Hedge mentioned the Chamber of the Chosen. I have heard that the texts of our ancestors were stored there, but no one knows where that chamber is. Could you find out information about it? I fear rousing the Marleybonians' curiosity, though. But maybe Prospector Zeke would know of it.
Jumping horn toads! You say you're looking for the Chamber of the Chosen? I thought that was a Mander myth. None of them Marleybonians believe it be existing. But I did see some glyphs concerning that chamber down in the Royal Hall. Take this parchment and make a rubbing of the glyphs. And take the parchment back to Zane for translating. Look for a statue with only one brazier. Just past and dig down there.
What is this? Information from Professor Winthrop? I'll file this right away. Thank you, young wizard.
Some interesting information on Crocatopian death items. It's good to hear you distributed the information to the libraries. It appears that those death artifacts have some new powers I was not aware of. I'm sure Malistaire knew of these powers. Here, take this note to the headmaster. I'm sure he will understand my concern.
Greetings, young wizard. What brings you here?
You hand him the note that was given to you by Dworgen. He frowns at the information it contains.
This news is grave indeed. I had not expected Malistaire to find those death artifacts so quickly. Our time is shorter than I expected. Dworgen will require a book, the Dark Grimoire. It has some spells that he will need. Normally, I don't like these spells being used, and you can see why when you look at what Malistaire is doing with this knowledge. Go to Nightside, near where Mortis stands. There, you will be contacted by a scarecrow. He will give you the Dark Grimoire. After that is done, take it immediately to Dworgen. Go, quickly!
You feel the ground begin to tremble.
Greetings, young wizard. I understand that you need the Dark Grimoire. This is a very powerful and dangerous book. I gather that Malistaire's army is growing if Ambrose needs this text. I fear that this book will do you little in light of his new powers.
The scarecrow casts a spell, and the book appears in your hands.
Ambrose sent you to get the Dark Grimoire? These are dark times indeed. Malistaire must be building his army faster than we expected. We will all need to be prepared.
He tears a page from the Dark Grimoire and hands it to you. It immediately turns into a spell card.
Take this spell, young wizard. You will need it in your trials ahead, but beware. Stay on the straight and narrow, lest you fall into the despair that Malistaire is creating. All death students must become strong, or they too will turn to the darkness.